Welcome in guys to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. This is your host, Just Call Me Tex. And in this video, I'm going to be claiming S-Class Javier. I've been working very hard to get him because I think that he is a really good defensive leader. And he will do really well for me as a defensive leader with some team setup and ideas that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to claim S-Class Jesus, and then we're going to run through a couple of team theories and ideas that I have for him. Let's go ahead and claim him. Love to see the animation. Let's get it. Yes. Alrighty. So there you have it. We have S-Class Javier. So I now have him. I don't know why I keep calling him Jesus, but S-Class Javier. So we have him now, and this is what he looks like right out of the gate. So we know S-Class Javier, all strong and tough teammates get 40% defense and HP. All enemies get negative 50% attack for the first 2 waves. This is gonna cut those attacks in half. Up to 2 enemies get normalized and stunned for 1 turn. This character gains 25% AP. This is what we're gonna work on too. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna level this up. We're gonna level his skill up here, and this should turn into turn 2. Okay. So Javier with a command toon should be able to rush turn 2. So we have that leveled up, and we're gonna go ahead and level up his adrenaline rush, and this sets the stage. You get 100% defense for 2 turns. All adjacent teammates get camouflage for 2 turns. While battling on defense, all adjacent teammates gain 50% AP. So if he's going off turn 2 first, command toon, he is gonna have all of his other teammates go off too, right? So up to 2 teammates get normalized and stunned. This character gains 50% AP. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to mod him best way we can. So right now, I like to build my guys with a lot of health, a lot of defense, as much defense as possible. So I'm gonna go with the health set here. We'll go with the health set. And this left slot here at the bottom, I am going to go with defense while stunned, and on the right side here in this slot here, I am going to go with because I don't want him to be taunted or anything like that, so I will go with a taunt mod here. So let's go ahead and find one. I have one. I should be able to put one here. It is an off trait mod, but anyway, we'll have a taunt mod there. Okay. We could, and here too, with the taunt mod, you know, I don't want him to be taunted. There's a couple other different ways you can go with resist too, as far as I don't want him to get impaired, so I will go with a impair resist mod. Or I will put a toon on a team that can undo impair resist. So right now, I'm gonna put the impair resist mod on, okay? And then in this slot here, we're gonna go do defense against reds, because that is the toons that will be more than likely attacking him. So we'll go ahead and put those on. So now we're just gonna go ahead and level up the mods here. Try to get them, you know, as high as I possibly can right now. So yeah, you definitely want taunt resist to be at least 50 or higher. We got 48 there, okay. So that gives us some barrier with the taunt resist there. We're gonna go ahead and level up this defense. 44%, 50%, okay. I would like that a little higher, but you know, we have 50% while stunned. Impair resist, we definitely want the impair resist to be higher. You know, I would love a 15%, see if we can get a max one here. But this one is rolling really low. And, you know, even though they roll low, you still want to have the mod on them till you can get a better one, just to kind of help out with that resist against being impaired, or either put a toon with him that can help against impaired. So we have that here. We're gonna go ahead and just level this up a little bit, hit him some extra health, and remember he's gonna get a health boost by also being the team leader. So we'll do that there. So we have his mods all ready to go. Now, what we're gonna do is, since he has AP on his rush, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna just throw him in here as our leader. And, you know, obviously we're gonna level him up, do things of that nature. But I think this is going to work out really well. So we'll have Javier here, right? All strong and tough teammates get 40% defense. Okay, so we know that he's gonna boost the strong and tough teammates. So what I would put in his hand here is, I'm gonna put, since he has 66 AP, I am going to put this weapon in his hands. And what this weapon does is, at the start of every battle, every turn, apply a 10% defense up to all allies for 1 turn. Stun, and then it's defense, and we have HP. Normally I would put a huge bonus to AP there, but since a lot of these characters are getting plus 50% AP second turn, and you have command toons and things of that nature, a lot of times they're able to rush turn 2, so you don't necessarily need that. So we have Javier there. I'm going to definitely keep Rick here, because Rick is going to be the command toon that is going to bring this team together. Now, he works well with green and blue characters. So another toon you can pair him with, which I will do in the beginning here. Wangfa will be a good toon that will work out on his team. We can go ahead and put Wangfa in here. So what I would want to do with putting Wangfa in on this team is, you can build Wangfa with a defensive weapon, but for me, that's what I'm going to do. You want to put a defensive weapon in Wangfa's hand, because you want there to be a penalty whenever there is an attack that's going on from the other side. You want it to be some type of penalty. So you could put a rush, AP rush weapon in his hand. I think that'll work really well. Or you can put an impair weapon in his hand. These are just, like I said, my thoughts. So the impair weapon will definitely work really well on Wangfa too. So as Wangfa mods, I have him built with a defensive set, because I want him to be able to tank a little bit more damage once again. So we have these characters resistant taunt, because taunt is going to be a major issue. Now, there's going to be one off trait character that I have in this defensive team, and that off trait character, he's currently out on a scavenger mission, but that character is going to be none other than my newfound Lee. And the reason why Lee is going to be on this team as the off trait character, simply because Lee has the reflect damage, and turn 1, this character and up to 2 teammates get focus and 100% normalized resistance for 3 turns. This character gains 50% AP, and then so second turn, either Javier will be commanded or Lee will be commanded. These guys are gonna fit very well together in the team. He's the only off trait character that I would carry. The reason why I have Wangfa there is because I believe Wangfa's a top tier character. Wangfa turn 2, up to 5 enemies get 100% heal reduction for 3 turns. This character gets 60% AP, and you deal 300 bleed damage up to 3 enemies for 4 turns. All enemies get crosshairs for 4 turns and 300 emo bleed. So I think that this is just gonna be a good setup there to run with Wangfa. Now, the other toon that I would put here in this spot, the Scotsman would be a good toon that you could put here. You can also run a Mateo on this defensive team here, if you're trying to go for that that bleed damage, to get that working pretty well. You can go ahead and put the trauma hammer in his hand, or another defensive weapon that you may have. This will give him more defense and a better chance to stun. Mateo is not built up at all, so you know, like I said, that's an idea, that's a route that you can go. Also too, Erica will be a good person to put here in this slot. So for my defensive team, I will have Erica here. You can also go off trade. Off trade, you can go with Tanya and plug her into this team, and you can give Tanya a AP weapon, and also give Tanya a 10% regain per yellow character that's on the team. So this would be like a 20% health boost for 2 characters. You know, you can do that. This is a way that you can be able to work the team as well. Also too, if you want to go on trait with someone, like I said, I do have Erica. I do need to level her up, so I can put 6-star Erica in here, and I think that she will work well. Let me go ahead and go to her. Should be down here on my team list. I just wish it was a button we could be able to search for them up top instead of having to go all the way through the list, but Erica will be able to work here too. I could even put this defensive weapon in Erica's hand and put the healing stun weapon, and, you know, I could put this into Erica's hand here, and then put the X into Javier's hand. You know, either way, the Koi axe with the healing stun and the defensive up. So this is a option you can be able to go to. And like I said, she's not even leveled yet, but we have the vitality. You know, with Erica, if we go ahead, get her going, this is turn 2. One enemy gets negative 80% attack and taunt for 2 turns. This character gains 50%. So what you'll see is that if they don't kill me turn 1, turn 2, my characters are just gonna go off. They're gonna just start going off like crazy. So Erica is gonna be here too. She's gonna have a lot of health on her side here, so she's gonna work out too. So I'll get her leveled up. But this is also a defense that will be ran. You can run a shield here too. So instead of Wangfa is there for the killability of the other team, and just being able to do that damage there. You want your team to last 6 to 7 turns. That's what my goal is. 6, 7, 8 turns, because I have a 1-turn, 2-turn offense. So that's what the goal is here. So you can be able to, you know, put this team together in different ways. You just want to make sure that the synergy with the team is where it needs to be. That is always key. So I think we have some synergy going here with the taunt. We have some synergy going with the 9 being able to normalize. That means so that the players will be able to do their active. You know, we just want to fight through some of those things. And then we got Javier giving 50% on his rush to every character that's adjacent to him, which all these characters will be. We have the 10% weapon there that's giving the additional bonus HP that's working. And these characters are, you know, set in a good place. You definitely would want to have some more health or have a higher defense. Like I said, Erica's not really even set up yet. She will be set up. I will have, once again, a health and defense set on her too, you know. So it's just different ways that you can go here. So this is my guide of how I will build a Javier team. There's other toons you can use here too. Instead of Erica, you could also use Princess. I know Princess is more of an offensive toon, but that neutralize and how you have Princess set up will work. Morgan will work in this team really well too. And Abraham will work in this team as well too, the new Abraham. So there's a couple ways that you can be able to go with this team. Another thing you can also be able to do is, if I don't want to go Erica, right? I don't have to go Erica. I can simply go Jesus here. We can go ahead and put Jesus in here, and he works very well in a lot of off-trait teams. So we would go ahead and put Jesus into this team. Yes, his health and stuff is not really high yet, but then you put this on and you have him turn 1, he does the trauma and impair. He gains 50%. He could be commanded turn 2 to go off. I mean, it's just so many different ways that you can go. But for me, if I'm setting this team up, this is the way I would go. This is what my defensive team would look like once B comes back. I'm gonna go ahead and work on leveling up Javier and a faction level up event that comes later this week. So there you have it. This is my Jesus setup. I mean, my Javier setup. That includes Jesus, includes Rick, Wangfa, and and Lee, and and Jesus as my 2 offset characters, because I think that they work well as far as synergy goes with the team. So there you have it. This is your boy Just Call Me Tex. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell to keep up with the videos that I am coming out with. Once again, this is Just Call Me Tex. Peace.